Yo, yo. Good morning, good morning. I'm here. You can start the live. DB1, just the pros. I'm not a baller like you, bro. I'm not on the Pro Plus yet. JOB, what's up, man? Ken, I appreciate that. Kirby, what's up? Buenos dias. Buenos dias. I don't know. Missy B, how you doing? Did have a good weekend. Yeah, those contracts at 800 will get filled. We'll see. I got them marked out right here. We shall see. We swept this London high. Had a little bit of a pullback. We'll see what happens. We shall see. My goat, what up? Took about 4 trades already? 8. Took 8 trades already. I missed the lives on the weekend. It's nice to have a break, but I know what you mean. It's the one thing about trading, man. It kind of ruins the weekends. Are you sure they put you on a Pro Plus account? Full 40 pre-market, heck yeah, man. 5 contracts deep. How does volume profile work? The louder it is, the more money you make. So it's all about the volume. You got to turn the volume up. This is the 5-minute. Are you guys able to see the numbers? I felt like the orientation on my screen changed a little bit. Can you see the numbers, the price levels on the right side of the screen? Is that clear? Somebody said no. Somebody said yes. Somebody said yeah. Okay. Zach, what's up, man? He gone to the bathroom. Before I started the live, man, had to get the LaCroix. You don't get to see the dogs yet. How's the internet today? No issues. Haven't heard back from AT&T though. Sent them a nice little email. Have not heard back from them. You think it's going to fill the gap? Most likely, yeah. If we stay above this above CE of the gap, then I think we'll definitely fill it. We'll see how the open goes. We'll see if we just sweep this London and dump. Highly unlikely, in my opinion, but anything can happen. Make sure I got all my accounts ready to go here. That's some bullshit. There we go. When you first started, where did you paper trade? On TradingView. TradingView. And there were some other firms that I was trading Forex at the time. So there were some other firms that I was using, like Tasty FX, Tasty Trades. I to be honest, man, when I first started, I jumped straight into Personal Capital. Didn't even paper trade. So once I figured out what paper trading was and how to do it, I started on TradingView. Good morning, good morning. Sat in a trade all night, went to sleep, woke up when it hit stop loss, re-entered, now back. I hope it plays out for you, man. Is it a long? A lot of orders above us here. Just kind of just pulling back here. Why'd I leave PJ? Because I'm doing my own thing. PJ and I are cool. I talk to him pretty regularly. I just didn't want to be. I felt awkward being in his thing while also trying to do my own thing, you know. So look at this pump. Somebody asked me if that 800 level was going to get taken. Wabow. Wabow. Edge, what's up? Senior Iranian officials, positive efforts are underway by Pakistan to end the U.S. blockade and ensure Iran's participation in talks. Yeah, bleh. I think that's a good way to put it. I don't think he wouldn't be, from my, how do I say this? He most likely would not take a trade if it was not a ICT setup. He wouldn't rely strictly on order flow. I'm more willing to take an order flow trade strictly off of order flow and what I'm seeing on the book map. But in the inverse of that, he would not, if book map was going against an ICT setup, I think he would probably fade the setup if it was just clear as day based on book map that the setup wasn't going to play out. There's no question in my mind, though. I mean, if you were going to ask me, I mean, this is just the truth. He's a better trader than I am, but he's also been doing this twice as long as I have. So I'll get there. I'm not rushing the process. It's in, is that portrait? I have my monitor turned on its side. So whatever that is. That shirt is medium. It's actually an XL, but it's Lulu, and their stuff runs small. And my sleeves are just kind of jacked up right now because of the way I was reaching for something. Where else do you get live? On the red app. If I say the name, TikTok likes to like shadow ban me when I say the name. The red app, the tube. Fresh cut looks fire. Appreciate it, man. Another tweet. Financial Juice needs to update quicker. What's your expectation for NQ? I believe if we stay at market open, if we stay above the CE of the gap, which is what I have marked out right here. I mean, you can see it if I bounce to the 15, but if we stay above the CE of this new week opening gap, which I believe we should, we're gonna pump higher. It's basically doing, I don't know if you watched my video, was it Sunday morning, where I said we're probably gonna gap down and open, and then pretty quickly we're gonna make up the gap. We're gonna start pumping. I mean, what is CE? Consequent encroachment. It's basically 50%. It is not basically, it is 50% of the total move, the total gap down. Are you shorting or longing? Were you in here just a second ago when I was giving my analysis? KK, I was talking about PJ trades. To me, you're doing your own thing is cool, and not being in PJs is just a form of respect. Yeah, exactly. I told him what the deal was. We've talked about it. We're 100% good, man. Dude, my girlfriend's in there. Like, I recommend people to go in there all the time. It helped me out tremendously. PJ's an excellent teacher, especially when it comes to the psychological discipline that it takes to be successful. So, you know, I highly recommend it. Yeah, Dino, I did, man. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about the bad vibes that I brought there at the start of the stream on Friday. I got it all squared away, bro. Yeah. Things are great, Zach. Things are great over here, man. I cannot complain, man. I cannot complain at all. Took a juicy long 1,600 profit, done for the day on that account. Very nice, Presto. If I trade only by looking at the 200 EMA, is it enough? I don't use the EMAs. That's not how I trade. I would say probably not. You need more confluences than just one indicator. Joseph, what's up, man? Do you get trading advice from Lazarus? Yeah, we talk about things, man. He's very reserved, though. It's hard to get a word out of him sometimes. Dean, what's up? Is there ever a time when you think you've done enough and say you're good to retire? Bro, I'm a long way from that. I need at least 50 mil in the bank before I can feel like I can sit back and chill. Minimum. Felipe, what up? The ceiling. You're clever. I would not be selling here. We're above 50% of the consequent encroachment, and we're showing completely bullish price action here. So I would not be, I wouldn't be looking for a sell until you get clear indication that that's something worth thinking about. Never stop being hungry, exactly. Order blocks are very effective, yeah. Yeah, I'd say combined with higher time frame, order blocks are very effective. How to deal with break-even stage? That's a great stage to be in, man. To be completely honest, that's a great stage to be in. Keep going. Make sure you're journaling. You're at the phase where it's just a couple of fine-tuning things that are gonna make all the difference. Make sure you're journaling. Most of that's probably psychology at this point. Maybe, you know, make sure you're letting your winning trades run and you're not cutting them short, and that you're not letting your losers run too long. Make sure you're journaling, though. Yeah, for sure. I got a mix from you and PJ, but high time frame to low time frame order blocks. Just got to get a liquidity sweep. There you go. I'm not sure about funded seat. Never used them. Never even heard of them. What's your favorite ICT concept? My favorite ICT setup is the unicorn model, without a doubt. Do you live with your girl or alone? I live alone. Not going to live together with a girl until I'm married, man. Divorce rates skyrocket if you live together prior to marriage, statistically. AMD is good, yeah. I like AMD. Top of the morning, boyo. How old are you? 33. Morning, Peeps. Nando, what's up? What price you got the top of the gap marked out? The top of the gap is 26,840.50. Equally yoked, exactly. Old man. Yeah, I know, Zach. Getting old over here. "10 years, your beard's gonna be a nice silver." No one can tell, man. It's just for men's Joe. I don't know. I don't have. I don't know. We'll see. I'd be all right with a silver beard, silver fox. What a blessing to be able to get old. Amen. 30s is not old. This is the 5-minute time frame. My chin's white where my red was. It sucks. My internet better not be out again. Okay, it's just this website. About to be driving to AT&T. All right, verse of the day, 1 Corinthians 15, 55 through 57. Where, O death, is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting? The sting of death is sin, and the power of sin is the law. But thanks be to God, he gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. That is a good verse. I was just reading. I like this website. It gives you like the thoughts on the verse, like, and then it has a prayer associated with it. It's pretty cool. How much you up for the year? I've only I haven't taken that much out of the market this year so far. My total payouts so far is like right around 50,000 for the year, which is it's $49,132 so far this year I've taken out in payouts. That's not anywhere. I thought I was gonna be way ahead of that by now, but I've kind of dialed. I've had a terrible January, recovered in February, and then I started trading individual accounts instead of copy trading. So it's definitely better than negative, but it's nowhere close to where I wanted it to be. He's on TikTok, but he's not live on TikTok. It's PJ Trades. I don't know if you see my message, but I used your code. I did not see that, but I appreciate it, man. Bible study, dude, we need to do that, Everett. If I could come up with the time with a time slot where I can make sure that I can commit to it. That's my only problem. I don't want to do it. I don't want to schedule that and have people get interested and then me not be able to commit my time to it. Thoughts on Top Step? I think they're a decent firm, man. I just don't trade them because I don't want to be stuck on their platform. I don't want to be stuck trading on Project X or whatever it's called. I'm comfortable trading on TradingView with Tradeovate, and I don't like the charting. You can't really chart on there. I mean, I guess I could chart on TradingView and then execute. Just click the button and execute on Top Step. I just don't. There's better options out there, in my opinion, man. You got Lucid and Tradeify and these and Take Profit Trader. They don't have activation fees the way that Top Step does. Top Step's way too expensive. But I don't think, in terms of a firm, I don't think they're a bad firm. I mean, they pay out. They're one of the oldest in the industry in the prop firm space. I like Lucid. I trade with them. I trade with Lucid. Probably not a bad idea to close that before market open, but I do think it would have been okay to hold it, but I think it's responsible to close that. I think that was a good move, man. Since 26,600, you made a decent amount of money there. It's crazy, dude. You've made more than double my salary so far for the year, so looking forward to being. It is crazy to think. I'm very grateful, man. I'm very grateful. I haven't taken a trade on them. I'm at my account balance on those. They're evals. I'm only trading 10 of them at a time, and I'm down. I'm at my account balance is 50,728. So I lost 1,000 on them. We'll pass them. I'm not worried about it. I have 20 total. I'm trading 10 at a time. So accidentally hedged on Lucid second time. Will they restrict my accounts? Potentially. Potentially. If you closed it immediately, you should be good, like within a second or so. But definitely be careful. Why does market open affect futures since it's open overnight? Because that's when all the volume increases, everybody starts participating. The actual stock market opens at 9:30. Lucid definitely has hedging rules. Yeah. Hedging is where you're long on one account and short on another account. No, I do not. I do not. I haven't been, Zach. I've been sectioning them 5 or 10 at a time. And it does, yeah, and it does depend on the market too. It's with the same firm. If you're with the same firm, then they can see your account activity, see your trade executions. You should be, Killian. You should be okay, but it's not guaranteed, man. They really are. Most firms are pretty strict about that. So hopefully you'll be all right. They'll at least say something to you, I would imagine. Younger Christian did do that before. I used to do it with Apex when I was early on. What is hedging? Long, where you have, you can have multiple accounts with a prop firm. So if you're trading with the same firm, one of your accounts is long, another one of your accounts is short. No news Monday, but there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with this Iran situation. We already have a bunch of, if you're looking at financial juice, you got stuff going on, a bunch of stuff going on. Iranian officials making comments, Pakistan's interior minister commenting. There's supposed to be an American delegation meeting in Islamabad today with Pakistan and Iranian officials about coming to an agreement on this deal. So in queue, Zach, in queue. I will drop down to MNQ if it's just like really rough conditions and I'm not comfortable. I would imagine a pump off the open too as well. Juiced, I would think that that's exactly what's about to happen, but I could be wrong. Let's throw 4 minis on and find out. Is this day trading? Yes. Man, I woke up late. You don't want it bad enough, Dakota. You don't want it bad enough. All right, market open here. And we pump. No, pull back. Use bookmap? Yes. Yeah. Took your advice to 310 micros on and boom. What's your recommendation for somebody starting fresh? There's a video pinned on my page. I'd recommend checking that out. I talk about how I would start if I was starting over completely from scratch. Seems so jolly today. It's a good day, man. It's a good day to be alive. U.S. Vice President Vance and U.S. delegation to land in Islamabad within hours. Trump, I am willing to meet with senior Iranian leaders if a breakthrough is reached. Very nice, Dev. Very nice. Looking at news from Financial Juice. Financial Juice. PJ is good, yeah. PJ is very good. The video that I'm telling you to watch, I talk about finding somebody like him to, once you get to a certain point, you need to have somebody like that that you can watch who's what I consider to be a professional. I'm not looking for the orb. I'm looking for a clear. A lot recently, I've been trading momentum and order flow. I combine order flow and momentum with ICT strategies. A lot of people in here do trade this orb strategy, though, so I usually keep it on the chart for you guys to see. I do not make money from these lives, no. I mean, I make a couple pennies per live. I started doing this because, for one, I was recording myself. Recording yourself trading, I think, is a very good thing to do so that you can watch it back. And when you're taking trades, man, there's time dilation that takes place. So time seems to slow down. So it's good. I think recording and watching yourself back is a good thing to do. So that's how it started. And then I had people that I knew personally who were like, I want to watch what you're doing. So I decided to stream it, not thinking that I would have a bunch of people watching. It would just be the people who I knew. And it kind of just went from there, man. We appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you too. A lot of liquidity up to 68, or excuse me, 26,850. I agree with you. I would recommend PJ over TJR any day. This is in queue. I'm in a long up to 26,836. I think 845 would be the next line that I would be thinking we smack if we do go higher. Rich, I would agree with you on that. Somebody in here impersonating you? Yeah, there's a bunch of that. I'm not in a trade at the moment, no. There's a Lebanese Parliament Speaker, Badi, is how you say his name. There's a U.S. effort to extend the ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel. Morning's going great over here, man. Morning is going great. There are orders down 26,725, but doesn't necessarily mean that's where we're going. Could go down there, but we'll see. Could bounce off the CE and go back up. Trading view. How do I approach evals? I size kind of aggressively, but I don't oversize. Down to 26,710 now, potentially. I don't see it going that low, but I could be wrong. Orb gonna play out here. Juice that long sucks. That sucks how that played out like that. I would have thought that we were going to pump up there as well, pump higher as well. Still orders 26,710 down there. I don't see it going that low, but we could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong. I'm not huge on indicators, man. I use Bookmap. I don't think indicators are necessarily a like a huge. Shouldn't be trading strictly off of indicators. You need to read volume. You need to be able to see price action, momentum. I literally got in somehow a double stop set. It worked out, but damn near had my heart drop. So it stopped you out and then it opened a short. Tristan, I appreciate the gift. I just saw that, man. Hope you're doing all right. You will. Surprised this didn't touch into the orb yet. My daily Hartney, appreciate that. Well, I got Bookmap here. It shows me exactly where orders are. I got you. Yeah, there's definitely orders up higher. A lot of orders down here into the teens, though, into the 26,715 area. Yeah, you can use TradingView with Lucid. Select the Trade-Evate plan. This is the 8 to 815 orb. I don't trade that. I don't trade the orb. This is just on here because there's a bunch of people in here that do. So I got air blowing right on top of my head. I gotta cut that off. Bald head's getting cold. Orders down into the teens to that 26,715 flashing. Just be basically right in that orb. Good mindset, Juiced. Can I still backtest with my trading view with it being that? Yeah, you just sign back into your paper account or just go to replay mode. I don't know if you can do it while you're signed into the eval account, but you can sign in and out of accounts. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'd like to learn. This is day trading, NASDAQ futures day trading. And this is called consolidation. Right here. What's your favorite energy drink? A double shot of espresso with a little bit of honey. Try maple syrup. I have done that. It is good. You remind me of a beautiful Seth Green. I don't know that that sentence has ever been said. This is the 5-minute time frame. Your bald head looks great. I appreciate that, man. It's very comfortable, you know? I was about to let it grow out this weekend. I was debating on chopping it down again, and just it's so comfortable to have it like this. Scotty's on fire. You know, he's the voice in Family Guy. He's, what is he, Chris? I think he's Chris in Family Guy. Order flow and momentum combined with ICT. Have not taken a trade yet, Matt. Nope. Waiting for something juicy. This consolidation is not ideal yet. We'll see how here we go. Might get a little, this is a little accumulation. We get a little manipulation down and then a distribution to the upside maybe. I use Bookmap, so you can see where orders are stacked up, where the aggression is, and the market orders being placed, all that kind of stuff. A lot of different ways you can watch this. Who's taking the orb? You got orb and AMD here potentially. There are orders down to 26,700. Doesn't mean it's going down there, but there are orders down at that level. So just something to keep in mind. Ben, what's up, man? A lot of waiting and watching. Yeah, that's how trading is. 90% waiting, 10% execution. Hurry up and wait. Yep. And the orb did play for a decent amount there. 57 points so far. Bookmap? Yeah, I got you. Sorry. Strong little push down here. That orb played out for what? 87 points. Can we get a walkthrough of what you're thinking? Right now, I'm not thinking a whole lot. I want to see how we react here. I don't know why this is such a strong pullback. I'm looking for news. But that was a solid trade right there. That orb. The orb, you had it combined with a couple of different things there. You had the orb combined with the touching of the CE of the new week opening gap. Tapped right into it. See if I can less jumble this. You had a tap right into that CE of the gap and a clean rejection off of it, combined with the orb. And combined, I think we hit the VWAP there too. Yeah, we were right at the VWAP. So that was a solid trade. I did watch it, yeah. Everett, I did. Didn't take the short, no. I've had a jersey, man. I've been a fan since '06. Well, I'm kind of frustrated. My dad in '06 got me a jersey. I was super young, obviously, at the time. One of the original red, the classic red jerseys. And when I moved apartments about 10 years ago, I left it in the closet. It was one of the last things I was going to grab, and so I lost that jersey. But I have a white one. Doesn't fit. I was watching that Bruins game last night. I'm hoping I want to see them get waxed. I did take it off the 15, yeah. Bookmap is super thin right now for some reason. I mean, there's orders above us. If you see up there, we got orders all the way up there, but like this is pretty like empty here. And the ES has some aggressive orders above, but I don't like this. Blew my account. after being up 1.6, about to get a payout. Dang, man. I hate to hear that, dude. Patience. ES did 0 pullback. What do you mean? Pullback right here. Oh, you're talking about to the orb? I got you. You're talking about to the orb. Yeah, it's just different movement there, man. I got you. I see what you're saying. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, I really want to see Boston Vegas get sent home early. Yes, I would agree with that. I'm fine with a rematch with the Oilers and the Canes for the finals, man. That'd be epic. Been there, been up 3K on an express for a payout and blew it. Yeah. I mean, most people in here that have been here long enough probably remember when I was $900 short of a $40,000 payout and I blew every account. All 20 of them. That'll really test your sanity. Explain orb. It's the opening range breakout. So you got the 15-minute candle from 8 to 8:15 right here. And the theory is test in respect of the midway of that gap, I guess. I mean, I don't really trade it, so somebody in here could probably tell you. The idea would be to test this and reject out, stops below it, targeting the next high or the next VWAP or whatever. Prop firms are such a scam. I would disagree, but if that's your take, then so be it. I did go to the gym afterwards, yeah. Went to the gym, went to the next tallest building and sat there and thought about my life for a little bit. You need to see a playoff game in Edmonton if that happens. I saw that video you said. That was wild, man. Either the building's not very well insulated, which I doubt is the case, or they're just absolutely nuts in there. I took the trade off of this 15. Tap back into that break, or into the orb, and then also this 15. Then I took it up to the highs up here somewhere. Got that 15 right there. All the way up to that 800. This is Trading View, yeah. 116 decibels in there. Dude, the Kane Stadium gets extremely loud too, but I think, I've heard people say that it's the loudest in the league, but I would, from what you sent me from Edmonton's stadium, I would say that sounds definitely like the loudest. That was with Lucid. Oh, with the Apex, with the blown 40K? Yeah, that was with Apex. Yeah, it was 20 Apex accounts. Yeah. Yep. Do you think one day you will be millionaire? You mean a millionaire? A millionaire? Is that what you meant? Absolutely. The idea is to monitor the price entering the range and immediately pulling back out of the range. There you go. Yeah. Stops below the range, right? Yeah, I would imagine hockey's pretty ridiculous up there, dude. Bro, I would have lost it, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely not a fun day. Oh, I definitely have red days, dude. Friday was a red day. This past Friday was a red day for me. Yeah, LPTO was copy trading when that happened. That was months ago, though. When was that? In January? Yeah. The one on Friday, man, I posted a video about that. My internet went out right after I opened the trade. Didn't even have a chance to set a stop loss. So we started the day down 20,000 because it was times 20 accounts, negative 1,000 times 20. And then I ended up trading 5 accounts and coming back positive 1,700 on those 5 accounts. So whatever that math is, negative 15,000. And then you add 1,700 times 5. So was that 8,000 or something? Negative 8,000 on the day. Something like that. RR is win rate. Dude, stop loss is still not working. I don't know what. Aaron, take a video of that and send it to me, man. Because something's not right with that. Risk to reward is RR. So you're risking, like if you have a 2-to-1, you're risking you're risking 2 to make 1, a 1 to 2 is risking 1 to make 2. I mean, so like you're risking $1 to make $2. My buddy sends me his P&L on his options, negative 30K one day, up 50K the next. Man, I know a guy, personally know this guy. Not like super well acquainted with him, but I've hung out with him a couple times. He trades, and he trades big quantities. He's not on social media. That's what I've tried to tell people. The majority of the like really big guys, they're not on social media. You'll never hear their names, but he had a negative $500,000 day. It was Q4 last year. I don't know how somebody stomachs that, but his brokerage is like 10 million. So that's what some people. I always crack up when I see people talking about how day trading doesn't work, and I'm like, dude, you have no idea what you're talking about. There are some people who are just absolutely mopping up out there, and they don't want to be known. Like they don't want any publicity. They don't want anybody to know about them. They want to live their life and stay low key. I'm such a burger. Made 700 off that pre-market long. Unfortunately, that violates my rules. Eesh. It's always tough when you make money after you break your rules, man. It's always a tough situation. Day trading works if you have the discipline, yeah. And the numbers are skewed because so many people try day trading and they give up after a week, a month. So it's like, oh, the majority of people who day trade lose money. It's like, yeah, because the majority of them trade for a week and they're stupid and they throw a bunch of money in there and they lose it without doing any research, without doing any kind of education. That's a guy named Rips. Will his channel is called Clubhouse Marketplace. I have a whiteboard in front of me with my rules. That's smart. Smart. Got orders down to 26,715 again, which is basically where we tapped into the orb down here. Daily LARP sessions, yeah. You take anything? Yeah, I did. I took a long here off of this tap into the orb and then really that wasn't my reason for entering. My reason for entering was this 15, but there was just like 5 different things that made it worth taking there. We're up 1,300. No, I closed the trade. Closed the trade at this 26,800 mark because we've been rejecting off of that earlier. My friend tricked me into it, said I'd make money, and then after I was in, said it would take 3 years. I try to emphasize that whenever I talk to anybody, like, this is not something where next week or next month you're going to start cashing checks, man. It's going to be years and years and years down the road. Yeah, I did, JJ. 8 to 8:15 is this orb right here. I did. I took one trade. Yeah, you don't have to spam that, George. I can see your messages, dude. I did not take the orb, but you could say that I took the orb. I did not take the orb, but you could say that I took the orb. All right, Ballas, have a good one, man. Prop firms make it doable for beginners. I would absolutely say that prop firms make it a lot easier for people to get into day trading. I think you should paper trade for a good period of time, though, and establish a strategy and a plan prior to jump into a prop firm. But there's no way to really, on paper, to practice the psychological effects that having real risk requires or has the effect of giving you. Bro, stop spamming the chat, dude. Entry was off the 15 right here. Yeah, I'd say paper trade for, I mean, so you have a decent strategy where you're seeing consistently positive results. Oh my God, I'm funded. First funded ever. Hey, there you go, Nick. Congratulations, man. Just copy trade someone you know who makes money. But then what if they stop? What if they stop trading, or they stop streaming, or they, you know? My fellow Horbrand. I took my trade off at 26,800 up here. Look at that push out of the orb. Are we taking it again, guys? I'm just kidding. I'm not taking that. It might actually play, though. That'd be funny if it did play out again. Look at it. Public chat. Got you. Hang on, I'll check it. Well, they're definitely meeting, Kevel. They're definitely meeting. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, Aaron. You're doing it wrong. Don't hit the trade button. So you're in the trade already for 5. Your trade's already open. Right click on the chart. So if you were in for 5, you'd right click on the chart. It would say sell 5, stop here. Hit the sell 5, stop. You don't need to hit the trade button and do the dragging and everything. Don't do the dragging. Just right click on the chart and hit sell, stop, and make sure it's equal to whatever trade size you're in. What you're doing there is you're setting that's a whole separate trade that you haven't even executed when you're doing that. When your trade's already open, and then you're doing that bracket thing, that's a whole separate trade, and it's not even actually executed yet. So say you're in 5. It looks like you're in for 5 micros. Is that right? Yeah, 5 micros. Make sure your sizing in the top left corner says 5, and then you would right click here and hit sell stop 5. Yeah, you can right click anywhere, but where you click is where it's going to set the stop, and then you can drag it to where you want it to be. If you want to go ahead and, as soon as you set it, have it be at the location you want it to be, make sure your cursor is on that location. So if you wanted it right below this orb, like on my screen right here, I have my cursor just below it at 26,699.50. And that's where the sell stop would be. Sell 1 in Q1 at 26,699.50 stop. And you'd put it right there. And that's where it would be. Trump tweets, Israel didn't talk me into the war with Iran. Okay. All right. So now we're just starting our week on a bullshit note. $8 to $8.15. 8 to $8.15 is this orb. How long did it take you to be profitable? I didn't start making any real money until my 4th year of trading. Eastern time. Yeah, double orb today. Good job, Nick. Yeah, so it would be 7 to 7:15 for you then, if you're central. Did anybody just take this a second time? This is the 5-minute chart. You did? How were those first 4 years for you? Before you made any money, and did you want to give up? No, I've never once thought about giving up with trading. They're hard, man. It takes a lot of like discipline is the only word I can really think of, but you got to have a delusional confidence too that you can make this work. My delusional confidence came from a place of a little bit of arrogance, where I saw so many people who I would consider myself to be a lot more intelligent and capable than, who were successful. And I'm like, if they can do it, they can figure this out, I can figure it out. And that probably sounds very arrogant, and it is, but you need a level of confidence and belief in yourself like that. I've been burned too many times to give up my orb games after it plays once. So is there a statistic? Do you have statistics on it, Everett, where like if it plays once and then it retests, there's a certain percentage of the time that it fails? That's the feeling I have when I watch you. I love that, man. I love it. Yeah, I would say this is NQ's. Hopefully NQ's trying to catch up to ES here. Big stack of orders. 26,780 has 300 sell orders stacked up. No, I'd say stick to what was working, Nick. I don't think you should size down a ton. Stick to what was working for you. They're correlated because they operate off the same, they move off of a lot of the same data. A lot of the same data that affects them in the same way. Unlike oil or something like that, like if you have oil spiking, a lot of times NQ will drop. So it's inverse reactions. But ES and NQ, they operate based on a lot of the same data. They move based off of a lot of the same data. So you would expect them to move accordingly. Are you bald by choice? I am. Yeah. I shave it. I'm in a club that, we all shave our heads. I'm just kidding. Can we just fill the gap already? Yeah. Yeah, Nick, I would say just stick to what you were doing that worked, man. Dollar Shave Club, code Christian. Couldn't see me with hair. I used to have a lot of it. Very long, and I would braid it like a Viking. Don't do it, Aaron. Patience. We're chopping between this orb and this 26,780 level. What's the blue stripe next to it? Where are you looking? What are you looking at? What blue stripe? I did have a man bun at one point. I hate to admit that, but bro, I got a break even change, so I call it a day since PA is doing nothing. I'd just be super patient, King. If something else plays out, maybe another setup presents itself, don't let that bother you. That's definitely better than being red, man. How about a third time? No money lost is money made. I like that. I would not feel comfortable living in a church like that, no. I mark the highs and lows of sessions, Asia high, Asia low, London high, London low. We got a bunch of orders down to 26,695. Ooh, a bunch of it just got popped there. As soon as I was speaking it. I do go to church, yeah. you're asking if the day is it going to be bullish or bearish? I would imagine it's going to be a bullish day, meaning we would go up. But I could be totally wrong about that. Could just be a chop session. I did take a trade. I did. Yep, I did. Right there. Right, chill. This is the 5-minute. Let me use the bathroom real quick, and I am going to mute my mic this time. Mute microphone. Mute. Can you make 6 figures realistically trading full-time scalping? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Man, your triceps look mean. Appreciate it, man. I feel like I'm looking small right now. I've been slacking. Past 2 weeks or so, I've been slacking. I got like 8 pounds of chicken I need to cook. Stop eating pizza. Appreciate that, man. Weight's still staying in the 230 area, 230s, 237. I was 237 last time I weighed. I think I'm probably closer to like 234 now. Why do you keep the clamps on your bench press? I don't always. When I have 315 on there, I do. Just so it doesn't rattle around. Really starting to feel like I can't do this. Why do you say that, Buffy? I did see that, yeah. I watched his whole set. That was pretty cool. Why do you think it's dangerous, Dakota? Looking for a long hair? I took a long hair earlier, right here. Right. Chill. Up to chill. So, no, I'm waiting. Because if you do too many reps, you get stuck on your neck. Nah, man, if I go to failure on that, all I'm going to do is sit it on my chest, roll it down to my lap, and sit up. It's the easiest way to recover from a failed bench press. Just rest it on your chest, roll the bar down to your lap, and then drop it onto the bench. If you don't have a spotter. So are you entering? It sounds like your entries are the problem there, Buffy, because you're entering, you're getting into the trend late, and then it's coming back on you, so that you're probably getting in at like a peak level, and then you're getting a pullback that's hitting your stop. Focus on where your entries are. Yo, I did take a trade. Yeah, took a little trade. Took a little guy. Yeah, that's the key, Dakota. Always roll it off at you. I see so many people that are like, they sit there and they struggle with it. I'm like, why don't you just roll it? Like, you literally just sit it on your chest, roll it down to your lap. Do you think the orb strategy is valid? Well, it went 87 points today, 88 points. I mean, it plays out. It's been years and my entries are still whack. This is going to go lower, surely. I'm not sure, man. We keep rejecting out of this zone. It's rejecting off the VWAP there. When do you start streaming? 9 a.m. every day. 9 a.m. every day. They are surpassing their limits. What do you mean, Knight? Good news out of Mexico. Scheinbaum is talking about reaching a deal prior to the USMCA review, a deal on steel, aluminum, and autos. That could be potential bullish news. I gotcha. It's better than breaking your neck. 315 on your neck is not going to feel good. What about the hype and the aura? You're addicted to those things? Yeah. Replaced my my addiction to Bush Ice with LaCroix, limoncello LaCroix. It's a flavored water. Flavored water. A hype mog you. 6'5", man. The thing is, though, people can't control their height, so it's nothing to like. I don't know. No reason to ever be ashamed or proud of your height. It's not like you did anything to make it happen. I do not take trades on Bookmap. No. You think VWAP is a strong confluence? Yeah, I do. Can be. Me just being a short king at 6'1". 5'10", 200 pounds, 15% body fat. That's good. Those are good numbers, man. I trade order flow with combined with ICT. It took me about look at this, starting to really dump here. It took me about a year to really get comfortable, really relying on it to take a trade. This is called Bookmap. It's a level 2 data software. Not really sure why this is dumping here. Not getting any news on my financial juice. Nothing negative. Dev, it's one of those things where you're gonna have to watch it yourself, man. You know, you can have other people kind of explain things to you, but you're gonna have to get in there and really study it yourself. I've spent countless hours studying Bookmap. He hopped off, Everett. He hopped off. He's probably down there hanging out with him. That's what's going on. He had to go for his weekly meeting. Is this the nanosecond time frame? No, there's no time frames on Bookmap. That's not how it works. It's continual. There's no candles. I'm looking for momentum. I'm looking for these big liquidity levels like this, but I'm also looking for momentum. And I'm also studying early in the session how we're handling these liquidity levels. Because some sessions you have these levels that don't get absorbed, and then other sessions where they're completely magnetic, where price is just going to go straight to them. So far this session, these have been magnetic kind of levels. So when price starts to head towards these, it basically is going to absorb. Maybe not all of it, but at least to like the 26,680 level. But this kind of hesitation here is not what I want to see. You want to see it kind of directly go to it. See, and there's the pullback there. You want to see direct movement here. Now you got these orders flashing above, which is trying to fish price higher, so it's a little wonky here. You also got to take into account the trend of the trend of the session so far. Just a whole bunch of different things to take into consideration. There you go, Aaron. Make sure you journal it, man. Mike, what's up, man? Do you pay for Bookmap? Yes, I do. Throwing dice and spinning dreidels. I wouldn't strategy hop, man. I would say I would say whatever strategy you're currently using, you should definitely, you could definitely incorporate Bookmap into it. I got told to hold my breath when I wake up, and I stood up and passed out. That's not good, man. I busted a hole in my lip one time doing that. Yeah, I don't blame you, King. I have to take my mom to work. I want to retire her with trading. That's a good goal to have, man. You can do it. Do we expect price to tag those orders? Yeah, in a lot of cases, but like I was saying, you got to study the session and see how price has been behaving. Like some sessions, when you see orders like this stacked up, you will get, I mean, you will just get an immediate dip through those levels, absorbing it. But there's other times, like right now, you see we're coming up right here to this 85 level, and we're kind of just hesitating, and then pulling back. That's kind of dangerous PA to be relying on. Now, I'm hesitant to, say, yeah, we're going to absorb this because we're consolidating here, as you can see, and then getting these sharp pullbacks. I want to see price continually absorbing these sorts of levels. Correct. Shows limit orders that are stacked on the in the market. It also shows the execution of market orders, the aggression and the size, the volume of the market orders being executed. Aaron, take it easy, man. Sorry that stop loss didn't work. Hopefully it works now. Hopefully you got it squared away. So that's actually liquidity. Yeah, you could look at it like that. I mean, it's order stacked. Yeah. Yeah, man, no problem. There goes those orders. Careful here. Is there news? I got nothing on financial juice right now. Can you tell me where I can find an extra medium shirt like yours? From the Schmedium store, man. I don't know what that was. I mean, financial juice is delayed, so I don't know. I don't have a headline yet. I got nothing yet. Trump hasn't tweeted for 36 minutes. So I don't think that was it, unless I'm behind on that as well. Highly unlikely I'll extend ceasefire, Trump says. Bro, stop fucking with the market, dude. Like, excuse my language. He's so annoying with that. Just stop talking. Just get the job done. W. Christian with the book map up 600. I'm not trading him today. There you go, man. Very nice. I don't think that means it'll remain. Not necessarily, Everett, because you got the delegation on the way to Islamabad. They should be there sometime this afternoon, and they're negotiating. Pakistan's mediating the negotiations. So if they reach a deal, then it could reopen. But that saying that he's not going to extend the ceasefire is basically saying that if they don't agree to the deal, then you can imagine what's going to happen. Trump's not going. Trump's not going. Who's going in? A delegation. I would imagine it's Kushner and some other highly qualified individuals. Yeah, we did. It took a long. Dakota, we're gonna work on spelling. I love you. We got to get that squared away. I think the word you were looking for was vulnerable. How do you spell it? Vulnerable. Not in a trade, no. Took a trade earlier. Not in one currently. Global Plus. All right, man. Don't work too hard. I don't know what this price action is doing. I'm calling it though. It's 11 o'clock. We're up on the day. Not going to give any of it back. Love you guys. Don't blow any accounts. Don't do anything stupid. Be careful with this price action. This is, you know, this is dangerous. So just be careful. So love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. If you're new, drop a follow. We'll be back. We're live every day, 9 a.m. to 11. So take it easy. You too, Zach. Appreciate it, man.